guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. I hope this is the start of a great weekend for everybody. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 7:02 p.m.
Alexa, can you give me a famous quote?
The most popular book quote, according to Goodreads, is from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals.
Right guys, so I've spent most of the day around my mum's. It's at the weekend. Obviously there can be quite a bit of noise, especially if people have got kids, and this is when the guys off Plenty of Fish start texting me. They start saying, Crystal, have you had a good day? Crystal, have you done anything good today? Thinking that I've been stuck indoors and I've been miserable. But thanks to my mum, I got out of the flat today and I made myself go to the shop, and along with my mum, I've been helped pull out of a deep sort of depression. My mum called me just now. I have left the television apparently on the Amazon Fire Stick and she doesn't know how to change it over. So we've had a 5-minute conversation on loudspeaker about me trying to help my mum change the Fire Stick over to the normal television. And my mum got a bit agitated, but I have to understand that my mum's a lot older than me, and you know, the Amazon Fire Stick was my father Derek's, and I watch YouTube videos on it, and my mum doesn't watch YouTube videos, she just watches the normal television. Normally before I leave, my mum says to me, can you change it over to the BBC News channel, and I do, but she didn't remind me and I forgot. I've had a lot of things on my mind. I've got a lot of hospital appointments, and I've got an eye test due as well next week, so I've got an eye test and I've got several hospital appointments, so my mind was like full of those. So my mum's called me twice and she got a bit upset. I forgot, and her doorbell isn't working. My mum's doorbell isn't working, so she's freaking out about the doorbell not working because Dad used to fix it and I don't know how to fix it. So when I go up there next time, I'll see if I can sort out my mum's doorbell. And I hope my mum's managed to turn the TV, the Amazon Fire Stick over to the TV. And it's not my mum, Jennifer, going to hospital appointments, it's me, as she clearly pointed that out as well over the phone. I want to show you what my mum gave me. Now, this looks quite nice. So my mum gave me this beef bourguignon with buttery mash. So that is tender British beef, crunched with merlot and smoked bacon lardons, topped with meat, bourratane, onions, and served with buttery mashed potato. When you're lacking in iron, red meat, dark chocolate and spinach is what I usually eat. And also cereals got some cereals have got iron in it. My mum gave me some duck spring rolls, so I've got 10 duck spring rolls and 4 Scotch beef burgers. So we've got 4 Scotch beef burgers here. So my mum has helped me out a lot today. She has helped me out quite a bit. I went out to the co-op this morning, but I didn't know I was going to go up and see my mum, so I got a meal deal, and some Jaffa cakes, and the jelly babies were reduced to 1.25, so I got a packet of those and 2 orange twirls. So 2 orange twirls. So I'm back at home in Rochester. So I'm trying to get back on my feet because I've got depressed down here. Depressed, and I'm feeling a bit isolated. So I've tried to kick myself out of it and be myself, because holding your feelings in can do more damage than it is good. And I've been holding my feelings in and not being myself. So when you stop being yourself, it's, you can feel really rotten. When you feel caged in and I just felt sucked of life and energy. I can't explain it, and I just want to be myself. And I do have a bit of a sparky temper. And I do like to get my point across, And if you just sit there in the shadows and don't be yourself, it wasn't working. It wasn't me. It's not me. So I've had a fairly good time round my mum's. She's phoned me back, and I was on the phone for approximately twice at 5 minutes, and she's going to phone me back later before I go to bed. Obviously there is some noise upstairs and the phone hurts my face. So I'm not angry. When I say I've got a sparky temper, I don't mean that I go around yelling at people, because I don't, but I do stick up for myself, and just lately I haven't been sticking up for myself. I haven't. I've just been letting some people walk all over me, and when people think that they can walk all over you, they'll get away with murder. And they would just push and shove you about and treat you like a doormat. But there are ways to get your point across without getting into a terrible rage. But I haven't even been doing that lately. I haven't been myself at all. I've just been sat down, just quiet, and not saying or doing anything or standing up for myself. And I was even letting my bills go to one side, and I'm glad I've sorted out the water bill, I've sorted out the TV licence. And Kim does speak to me. And other people do speak to me, and I've got myself into this terrible state. And it wasn't necessary to be like that. And I know that I've got to go to the hospital next week. So 2 scans and eye test, because I've let the eye test go and I'm having problems with the glasses. I think they've got weaker. The glasses that I'm wearing have got weaker. I'm squinting through them. So I'll change my glasses hopefully. So I had a small takeaway around my mum's, a very small takeaway. So I had some onion rings, and I had some chicken strips, and I had some corn on the cob, and I loved that. Corn on the cob, nice and hot, onion rings and chicken slices. So I didn't have a great big pizza, and I didn't have a spaghetti bolognese. So as you can see, there's 3 left. So onion rings in this tender chicken real crunch box. So I had onion rings and chicken pieces. And there is the strawberry cheesecake, piece of strawberry cheesecake. So, I haven't been stuck indoors all day, have spoken to people. I've been out. So it's been 2 previous days I'd let things get on top of me. It started when I went into the pound shop in Strood, and everybody just treated me like I didn't exist, like I was invisible, and I felt faint and I felt upset. I'm human just like everybody else. I'm not a machine, and sometimes my body doesn't work, and sometimes people that look happy and think they can go on, they're sometimes the first to drop when they don't feel very well. So when everybody pushed in front of me, and I felt like they were laughing, smiling, and just nobody offered to help me move my stuff to the next counter. And I've done it for people. I've let people in front of me when they've got one item and I've got more than one item. That was really, really rude what happened to me a few days ago. It was really rude and unnecessary. And to have the security vans waiting outside like I was going to lose my temper and get cross because I was being treated like filth, in my opinion, which I didn't deserve to be, was unnecessary. Because I'm a woman and I was feeling unwell. And it felt like I was being treated like a joke, and it felt nasty and horrible. And that is what led to the days where I just sat indoors and felt miserable. I'm not a machine and I'm not an animal. I'm a human being and I'm kind to people. So I don't understand where that is coming from. I give up my seat to an older person than me on a bus, and I'm not a young woman myself. I mean, I just don't know where this is coming from, that I'm some sort of animal that goes around like acting like some kind of barbarian. It's so not me. I'm kind and I'm nice and I help people. So I'm very grateful to what my mum has given me. My mum's always welcome to, if she needs something or wants me to do something, I'll do it for her. But I'm not my dad. I'm nothing like what my dad was, and I don't expect to people to think that, because it's not right. I want to enjoy my weekends. I'm trying to smile. I'm trying to be happy. I don't like shouting and arguments with people, and kids are entitled to play. It's not their fault this flat is not soundproof. So I'm just smiling and getting on with the rest of my day. I should take Max for a walk and watch a good film on the TV. See you later.